Reportage. Well, the Sackville Community Band is one of the best community bands in the country. Its members are talented volunteers, mostly retired professional musicians, if musicians actually retire. Barb Anderson had a chance to sit in on a rehearsal with the band and with Canada's most famous bandmaster, 91-year-old Howard Cable.
"70 years of Canadian band history has just walked into the rehearsal room of the Sackville Community Band.
Good morning. A lot of fairly familiar faces.
Howard is so generous with his time. If there's a chance to have him come in front of the band, they just get so excited about that. And Howard enjoys doing it too. He likes to hear his music played.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maida Conrad is the newest and youngest member of the band. Working with such a venerable musician is a big thrill for her.
The music's difficult, but it's really nice. And I thought and his conducting was awesome.
Frank Ridgeway is the oldest member of the band. This is one of 4 groups he is active with. He is 80 and will be playing a trumpet solo written for him by Howard Cable.
It's like old times, it's like it never stopped. You know, it's been such a pleasure any time I've worked with him, and so any opportunity one can get to get back together with him, that's a big treat for me, you know, because we go back a long time.
Howard Cable has composed many pieces for bands. He himself can't keep track of them all. They are Canadian classics inspired by the landscape and the cultural and folk traditions of Canada.
I've been able to kind of wrap together the various provinces. It's taken a while to get, but I could do a concert now with music from every province. I always want an idea of a visual. I write visually.
I don't think there's a band library in Canada that doesn't contain a number of his pieces. They really were the staple, especially of Canadian literature.
Community bands are vital outlets for music students, retired professional musicians, and gifted amateurs. The Sackville Community Band is about 25% professional.
There's a mentoring process within that band that's quite unique, and it works very, very well.
Howard Cable makes an effort to keep in touch with the Sackville Community Band, which he calls a very fine band. And he is a strong supporter of the community band movement in Canada.
It reaches far out. It reaches the retired people who want to play. It reaches the young people who have just started to play and want to improve and maybe go into music. You don't know, but the people, it's a great way to mix up the various levels of musicianship.
Being a professional musician, if there's a way I can help music keep going from, I say, the young to the old, why stop with old? You know, keep it going right through the age bracket. You know, I have no intention of stopping.
Every weekend I kind of look forward to coming into the community band just to be able to play in this kind of a caliber of a band.
Maida represents the future of community bands. Whether she pursues a professional music career or not, she will always be involved in music, at the very least, as an audience member.
I'm very concerned about the audience down the road, although I may not be here, but I mean on the earth, but down the road there's no audience if we don't get the young people going and listening to it. And people ask me, when are you going to retire? You know, and I said, well, I'm going to retire when I walk out on the stage, step on the podium, and turn around for the bow, and there's no one there.
In Lower Sackville, I'm Barb Anderson for Eastlink Magazine.
Very well done. Good stuff.